I had always loved driving at night. There was something surreal about the empty roads, the darkness engulfing everything, and the thrill of the unknown. But on this fateful night, that love would turn into an unimaginable horror. It was a moonless night, and I set out on a solo road trip to visit my old hometown. The familiar highway stretched ahead of me, its pavement a dull silver under the glow of my car's headlights. I cranked up the radio, trying to ease the eerie feeling creeping up my spine. The trees that lined the road seemed to whisper secrets to each other, their shadows dancing wildly in the dim light. I shook my head, blaming it on my imagination, and focused on the road ahead. But as I drove deeper into the night, the road seemed endless and the feeling of being watched intensified. The GPS signal began to flicker, and my phone lost reception. Panic started to set in, but I convinced myself it was just a dead zone. The road ahead seemed unfamiliar, as if I had taken
a wrong turn, but I couldn't recall any turns. The silence inside the car was deafening. My eyes darted from side to side, searching for any signs of life or a gas station to stop at. In the distance, I saw a faint light, and hope flickered inside me. I accelerated towards it, desperate for human contact. But as I approached, the light vanished, and my heart sank. The headlights flickered, and my car started to sputter. I cursed under my breath, praying that it wouldn't break down in the middle of nowhere. I tried to call for help, but my phone displayed no service. It seemed like the world had abandoned me, leaving me alone with my fears. I decided to keep driving, hoping to find some form of civilization soon. The road became narrow and the trees grew thicker, closing in on me like a menacing wall. The car's interior was suffocating, as if the darkness outside had infiltrated the cabin. And then, out of the corner of my eye, I saw a figure standing on the side of the road. A CEO.
Chill ran down my spine, but curiosity got the better of me. Maybe they could help. I pulled over and rolled down the window slightly. "Hey, are you all right?" I called out, my voice barely audible over the pounding of my heart. The figure didn't respond. They just stood there, their silhouette motionless. "Hello? Can you hear me?" I asked again, my anxiety growing. And then, with a sudden jerk, the figure turned towards me, revealing a face that sent shivers down my spine. Their eyes were hollow, devoid of life, and their mouth was stretched into a grotesque grin. I screamed and slammed my foot on the gas pedal, my heart pounding in my chest. The car lurched forward and I sped away, leaving the figure behind in the darkness. But as I drove, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was still with me in the car. Every so often, I caught glimpses of movement in the rearview mirror, but when I turned my head, there was nothing there.